Hi guys, Obi Dave here.
And Ash.
And Ash, there you go. You're starting to get the flow.
Slowly, but surely. And Ash.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's it. This is the Obi Dave. This is the Office Bloke Dave channel. I react to all things music over here, and I'm going to be throwing in a little bit of other stuff. I put out a poll and said to people, you know, what if I throw in a bit of true crime, which I enjoy, or a few other bits that the Office Blokes don't react to. 80% of people said yeah.
That's amazing. Did you know, random weird thing that popped up on my Instagram? Apparently, anybody who watches true crime and finds it relaxing, psychologists class you as a psychopath. I mean, I fall asleep to true crime. You know me, I love it.
I like psychology. I also like watching people.
Yeah.
At that moment where they really trip themselves up in a police interview or something.
I love watching hours of police interrogations because it's so fascinating to see like how good the cops actually work with getting people to break it down. Some of them are terrible. It's like that one I told you when she's like, she goes from so aggressive and so horrible to, oh, I'm so sorry.
We're going off on such a tangent here.
Sorry,
but
yes.
The point I was trying to make is for some of the videos, Ash is going to jump on them as well. And hopefully you guys enjoy that. And only a month or two ago, me and Ash went to see Cannibal Corpse live.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
thanks very much to...
It was Jason from Storm Ruler who was nice enough to give us a couple of tickets, put us on the guest list, and we saw Cannibal Corpse, Dark Funeral, Ingested, and Storm Ruler.
Yeah.
And as I was starving, and outside the venue we walked to the McDonald's just as George Corpse Grinder Fisher walked past us on the street.
Yeah, I didn't recognise him obviously, but you mentioned as soon as we passed.
It's the neck. But yeah, it was a great gig, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was an amazing gig. And like with Storm Ruler, we were right at the front because they were the first act.
Yeah.
And what most people do is drink at home before they come out to a gig.
I have never watched the opening band before in my life.
That was great. I think on our Instagram I posted a video of him proper going for it when he does the like guitar sort of like.
It was a cool gig that. Everyone go and check out Storm Ruler as well because they're an awesome band. Right, Cannibal Corpse's new song. I've not heard this. Some of the stuff that I get you on the channel for, I'm going to have heard.
Okay.
And I just want to see your reaction to it.
Okay.
But this is brand spanking new.
Sweet. 7
hours ago. Cannibal Corpse, Bloodbind. Are you ready for it?
I think so.
Are you ready for a bit of filth?
This is what, like when they came on, it was when you were like, hold my hat, I'm going into the mosh pit.
Wasn't it my hoodie?
It was your hoodie. That's right, because you nearly lost your hat.
Yeah, sometimes after a certain level of beer, I can't watch people in a pit. No matter how unfit I am and how fat I am nowadays, I watch people and I'm like, I've got to go. You
did?
And I lasted one song and I was dead, so...
At least you didn't get punched in the face like your mate did.
Oh, Kyle, his eye was like that, wasn't it? Anyway, let's do it. This is Cannibal Corpse, Bloodbind. Nice and chunky start.
He's got such a good growl. It is so deep.
He's one of the kings of it.
He really is.
He's been doing it for so long.
It's so deep and like guttural almost. Like you feel it in your chest when he does it.
I really regret not getting a picture, but he caught me off guard when he was just walking that way. It's
the same as I said to you. Is they were stood on the steps when I went out to have a cheeky one, and they were just there on the steps taking pictures with fans, and I was just like,
fat neck.
It
was such a great. I've seen Cannibal Corpse live multiple times.
Yeah,
it was by far the best time I've ever seen them.
Yeah. I know. It's the headbanging. Like, how long was that gig? Like, seriously, when you explain to me, they'll do like, what, 4 hours sometimes? And he's just headbanging.
No, they wouldn't play for 4 hours.
How long was the longest? You said something ridiculous. I mean, I know I was a bit tipsy that evening, but...
You may have misheard me.
I must have misheard
Probably
you.
an hour.
It's still unreal. Like, I even when I was like headbanging back in my 20s, I couldn't last that long, and even I would wake up with a sore neck.
I used to go all night, like
really
whipping my head side. That was my move, was just whipping my head side to side, just violently.
See, I used to get the hair twirling like they do, but the number of times I got cracked in the head, with someone else, like proper windmilling and stuff like that.
I've had loads of hardcore bands are the worst. I've seen Biohazard and I nearly got knocked out. Bleeding Through and nearly got knocked out. Just a big white flash when I got smashed in the face, and like
I've definitely seen spots. When you do your dazed a bit and you're like, hello.
You don't get a neck like that from standing still on stage, though.
Do not.
Solo.
Pardon?
Guitar solo, maybe.
Pardon?
Guitar solo, maybe. Are we going back into like the chunky bit?
Oh.
Or are we going to go into a guitar solo?
Oh, I think so. I would like a guitar solo.
I'm going guitar solo into chunk.
Or a big drop. Or like the little gap and then a drop. Like a guitar solo and then a little bit of like, like bending the neck a bit and then it just hits. Upside down.
I'm used to doing reactions on my own, by the way. That's why I can talk out loud, because no one has to hear me other than the microphone.
It's okay. It's just all
because you're sat next to me with big headphones on. I'm just talking, thinking you can hear me.
No, I can just see your mouth moving the occasional.
Absolute filth. I think we're safe.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was awesome. That guitar solo proper blew my mind.
I told you it's going to go guitar solo.
Yeah, but I said the bendy neck thing, but he didn't quite. He got the strings going, really, didn't he? And he's just like... Wee!
You're always going to have some squealing at the end of a guitar solo, though. That's the law.
That's the Lord, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was sick. That was absolutely epic. His, like, primal scream is just something else. It is so good. It's so natural as well. It's just... But I bet he doesn't sound like that when he talks.
No. It's got
But I always imagine, like, metals and, like, singers like that who proper do the primal screams.
I'm going to have to show you Lorna Shore at some point.
Do they have a proper, like, girly voice?
No, I mean, it's just the vocalist is like a soft-spoken, quite nice guy. He's young as well. And you hear his vocals and it's like, what is
Where
that?
does
It
that
makes
come from?
no sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
We'll have to check them out.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely brutal. Great new song from Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Some bands just don't lose it, and they've been doing it for like 30 odd years, maybe even more, and just always been at the forefront of death metal.
Just,
for me,
yeah,
so.
they never get old, definitely.
Yeah. Nice. Right then. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you want to see more of Ash on the channel, make sure to let us know in the comments section. Otherwise, we're not going to know.
Yeah. And remember to sign up to his Patreon.
Yeah, there's a Patreon. If you're desperate for me to react to something, or even if you want me to rope Ash into reacting to something, there's a tier on Patreon for that.
Apparently, I don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice. I'll buy you dinner.
I mean...
I cooked you a nice steak tonight.
Yeah, you did. It was a really
that should
good
be in
steak.
credit.
It was an unbelievable steak, by the way.
Right, cheers for that one, guys. We'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.